Hello Cancer, welcome back to Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the King of Wands that just jumped out for you, Cancer. Thank you so much, Cancer, for your continued support. I so appreciate it. I'm still new here, trying to build this little community. Three of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy for you, Cancer. Oh, we have a card. I just noticed one that's upside up and it disappeared. I guess it's supposed to be as such. We'll see if it comes up again, Cancer. It's very messy here. This shuffling is very messy. What's going on, Cancer? Okay, I think I just have a glimpse of it again. Yep, there it is. It was Temperance. It was Temperance. It was facing up in the middle of the deck there. So there may be a need for you to temper yourself, Cancer. Because what I feel now is messy. Messiness, just shuffling. Alright, I know you can be very emotional, Cancer. Try to keep your balance, okay? Don't let anyone throw you off balance. Look at this. Do this with me, Cancer. Let's take some deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to ground ourselves and our energy here, Cancer. Ace of Swords. There's some truth that you need to hear, Cancer. What's going on? What's going on? Why so jumpy? Why so jumpy, Cancer? I myself am very calm. So I know it's your energy I'm picking up on. Okay, here we go. The Six of Swords. Oh my goodness, you see this? So you're trying to move away from some stuff there. It's like you'll be dealing with some things that you're trying to move away from. We had the Six of Swords that came out, and then now we have the World that came out again with the Three of Wands. That's the second time we're seeing the Three of Wands since shuffling. So he's trying to put an end to something. Trying to move away from something here, some kind of travel, expecting somebody to come to you, waiting for your ship to arrive there, someone to travel to you. That's why you're so nervous, Cancer. You feel like you're not ready. Okay, here we go. Spirit, what guidance, messages you have for Cancer friends for this last 2 weeks of March? What guidance, messages you have for Cancer friend, Spirit? All right, Cancer. That was very interesting. The most interesting shuffling I've done. Energies. Whew. Queen of Cups. Two of Cups. Indeed, it is a love situation you're dealing with, your Cancer. And there's a lot of nervousness. Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, and Six of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yes, I see, Cancer. And here is a Temperance card. That's so wanted to come out. She was literally flipped up. That's Archangel Michael, right? She was literally flipped up as I was shuffling. I don't know how this card got that way, but we put it back normally, and that's what shows up at the bottom of the reading for you. So it's of even greater importance. You're trying to find your balance, but it's also you being looked after. That's what I get here, Cancer. You're very nervous about something, and it seems like there's some kind of travel in the works. There's some kind of it's an emotional something. This is definitely a romantic situation here, okay? Point blank. For those of you that are watching this reading, if this message does not resonate, I understand, but that is like very clear here from the time we had the Three of Wands, waiting for ships to arrive. Three of Wands is an action card, but it's also a card of like the man standing at the shore waiting, right, for the ship to arrive. There's a sense of travel with the Three of Wands, and also threes are communication, right? And then we have the World card. We have the Six of Swords, moving away from troubled water, moving away from also travel, just purely travel. And the World card is also communication, right? So it seems like, Cancer, there is someone in your life that you're trying to communicate with, and it perhaps someone from the past having that Six of Cups with, you're trying to reconnect with. Either you're trying to make your way back to that person, or you're trying to reconnect with that person through just communication, right? You're trying to open that line of communication again, and there's a lot of nervous energy from your part in doing so. You feel like your whole world is on the line here. You feel like there's a light in the on the line here, and there's a real sense of you feeling like almost you need to heal yourself before you can set on that journey. Okay, and there's also a message for some of you here is to know you are okay. You are being looked over. Your angels are looking after you. Seriously, this card was like that as I was shuffling. It was face up. It's almost like as I'm shuffling, as I'm doing your reading, it's you needed to know, to hear, to know it, to see that you are protected. Okay, this is Archangel Michael, the protector of heaven and the earth, watching over all of us, willing to fight for all of us. Okay? He has the healer behind him. He has the delta sign on the chest, right? He has the third eye, that big stone there on the third eye. He's pouring the water back to the ocean, right? There's the sun setting here behind him. We have the flowers, 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on earth. And the 1 foot on the water, one foot on earth. And then he has the bird. The bird is almost like, is almost flying out of the cup. It's like a dove. The dove of peace is flying out of the cup. It's as if like the water that's being poured into the ocean is that emotion that's no longer needed, that anxiety that's no longer needed, that overflowing emotion that that you have no use for. We're gonna put it back into the ocean. Okay, we're going to recycle that, and what we're going to release is the dove of peace, of wisdom, right, of purity, a sign of innocence as well. He's wearing that white robe. He comes in peace, but the wings are red, blood red, right? Because he's also a fighter, Archangel Michael. He will bring peace of mind to you. He will protect you, but he's willing to fight any negative energy, any negative thoughts, anything. He's also a fighter. That's how he protects. To protect, sometimes you may have to fight to protect your house. Okay? So I really wanted to spend some time there because he really wanted to come out for you, Cancer. So here to start the reading, we start with the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. And that Queen of Cups, and that Queen of Cups here, the throne is, it's almost like it's a carpet in the ocean. She's floating on a carpet on the ocean. And look what she's pulling out from that cup. A fish. Is it possible that some of you, Cancer, are pregnant? That's what all that nervousness is about. There's a little bit of full figure about her too, right? She looks like a little bit like even her boobs. You can see them at a point to show that. Encrusted there, we have the sun and we have the moon, balancing of energy. The Queen of Cups can be quite manipulative, but here it's almost like herself. She's an alchemist here. She's using both her feminine and masculine power. She's sitting on that. She can use it if she wants to. But what she's pulling out of that cup is that fish. That's abundance, right? She's a queen of water, so if she's giving birth to, I guess it's gonna be some kind of sea animal. Right? So this is you, Cancer. This is you. This is your energy. You are the Queen of Cups right now. And it's a Queen of Cups that's passionate. A Queen of Cups that's ready to start a new beginning. That perhaps wants to offer a new beginning to someone. Because that Ace of Wands is very spicy, if you will. It literally looks like the male genitalia. And the universe is not offering you that one. That one is already there. It's already available, right? What's coming here is that toad, right? That they're offering you. This is such an interesting Ace of Wands. I'm sorry. I spaced out because I can just sit there and stare at it. Because those cards are so interesting. You can work with them for months and months and sometimes years. And I've only had those for a few months. But it's like sometimes you don't notice certain things. And there are times where it's like, I never saw this before. Like tiny little details that pick at you. And you know that's where you're supposed to go. Okay? So the Ace of Wands is literally that energy of the life force energy, that passionate new beginning that's being offered to that Queen of Cups here. Or that Queen of Cups you, Cancer, is trying to offer to someone in a love situation, in a romantic situation. She pulled out the fish out of the water. They're holding the fish. It's almost like that fish is her possession. That fish is like her offspring. That fish is her you know, like her dear friend, right? That fish is, you can see that she's looking at that. She's not looking at anything else. It's very well esteemed. That's why she's about 2 months to offer. And my eyes go straight to that Page of Cups at the bottom of the Two of Cups. And now the fish just jumped out of the cup. Here she's holding on to the fish. There's an offer to be made. But she's not extended her hand out. She's looking at it, contemplating. I really want to offer that fish. I really want to offer this. My offspring, my most beloved, you know, possession. I'm feeling it so passionately. I'm nervous about it. I'm anxious to do so. But she's just holding on to it so close. She's not extending it. And here we have the meeting. In the regular tarot, we have those two, they're each holding their cup, but they're not touching. Here, it's a full-on reunion. It's acceptance of the cups. They've accepted each other's cups, and they're like hugging it out, right? This is like the, okay, offer made, offer accepted. So Cancer, if it's you contemplating making that offer, as soon as that fish is out of the cup, as soon as it's almost as if like here it's not you who throw that fish. It's almost as if that emotion, that new beginning that you want to offer, that you know, that love that you want to extend to somebody. It's almost as if you will not be able to hold on to it for too long. It's just gonna jump out of your hand, out of that cup. It's like you cannot contain it anymore. And I think that's why we're having so much anxiety and nervous energy, right? It's as if like you really needed to let go of that thing. You're holding on too tight to it. It needs to be shared with that person. Perhaps that person doesn't even know this beautiful gift you have to give, the gift of love. And they perhaps already felt it and they don't even know this is how you're feeling because you're holding on so tightly. And now it's going to jump out of that cup, out of your hand, whatever. And there's almost a sense of surprise on his face there. It's like, oh my gosh, it has escaped. Perhaps that communication is going to happen unexpectedly, right? Because the pages are like very youthful energy. I don't like to say immature. It's just youthful energy. Perhaps it's the way yourself, you're going to make the offer. It's just going to come out. You're just kind of like, you've been stressing over it, perhaps strategizing on the best way to bring that offer forward in the best way you can present yourself, right? You can close that deal, if you will, with that special somebody you're trying to attract, you're trying to come into union with. You've been doing all this thinking, and then when you come face to face with that person, you're just gonna let it out. It's just gonna be like, okay, I know I haven't told you, okay, I love you. I just want to be with you. I don't know why I'll do that. Like, it's just going to you're just going to spit it out. It's just going to come out of you. Before you even ready, and you'll be like, oh, did I say that? And then what you receive, Cancer, before you even catch your breath, before you even fully understand the words that just came out of your mouth, is a hug from your loved one, because that special somebody have been waiting too. They have something to share with you too. They've already been holding that cup and waiting. Even if not expecting you to extend the cup to them, but perhaps they felt it, but they didn't know you would ever confess to it. But them themselves, the feeling is mutual. That's what I'm trying to say. As soon as it comes out, the heart was already open to receive it and to also reciprocate. Okay. And the next card we have here is the Five of Wands. Beautiful Five of Wands. Okay. If you felt for any reason you could not be heard, if you had issues with communicating your thoughts, and that's what I'm feeling here, your emotions, your passion, because the regular tower, we have all these ones, they're like, it's almost like in the middle of a fight, they're swinging at each other. And I always see it not like so much of a conflict, but almost like a passionate debate. Like everyone is trying to be heard, right? There's so much passion. The conversation has gotten heated. It's like a shouting match. And here, Cancer, you're able to, you have the ears of your audience. You have the floor. Everyone is seated except but one, right? Sitting and you holding onto your stick. You're the one speaking out. You're speaking out your truth now. Okay? You get to express yourself now, and you also are being heard. You have an attentive audience. So whatever reason you felt like you couldn't express yourself, or you felt like you expected like a fight, you expected it to become like perhaps there was something in the past that happened, you did something wrong in the past, there was an apology that came with that offer, okay? Because we had that Six of Swords that came out as well. Perhaps that's why you're so nervous about that communication. You're afraid whether that person, because here it's someone from the past, it's someone you already know, right? Perhaps this is a reunion. Perhaps you're afraid that person was gonna accept that cup of love from you again. You expected like an argument. You expected for your apology not to be heard. It was gonna be another fight. And here, what you'll be encountering once you open your heart and you express yourself is an attentive audience, is someone who really cares and actually listening to you and giving you the floor to really express yourself. Okay, and the feeling you get from this is really, here we can see the union has already happened. Our cup is off, is received. It's a really welcome home, welcome back home. The kids are running towards the house, towards the loving arms of that feminine figure. I'm sure they know it's warm inside. They're wearing coats and jackets. They're not walking, they're running, and their arms are wide open to receive them. So it's a sense of, okay, welcome back. Okay, you're gonna be heard now. The reunion, the reconciliation, everything is gonna be further positive. I don't really need to take any clarification card there for you, Cancer. This is purely a romantic situation, and I felt the jittery, I felt the nervousness, the anxiety at the beginning of the reading. Yes, we took some deep breath and temper ourselves down. We have the Temperance card showing up here. It's okay. It's okay for you to express your love. It's okay. It's all gonna go well. Just be yourself, be your authentic self, and just speak your truth. Okay? There's somebody who's perhaps even waiting to hear those words from you. You're going to make very happy. Let go of control issues. That's what came out for you. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And at the bottom of the deck, deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Yes. And for some of you, that is the case. For some of you, you are holding on so tightly to your emotions, to that love. That other person may not know how you truly feel. You are probably giving that person a sense of like, oh, I don't care, or like I've moved on, or like whatever happens, that argument, that fight that happened in the past that you're trying to move away from, you may have make it seems like it didn't affect you, or you didn't care that you caused hurt to somebody, or that someone caused hurt to you. But there was a sense of like someone was wearing a mask, because if you're looking on this card, it's just painted. You still can see her face. That person knew. Because when you're in deep love, you're in a Two of Cups love with somebody. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Six of Cups and the Temperance. This is soulmate love there. This is divinely protected love there. Okay? And fiercely protected love by the divine. This is a divine union that is gonna come together because it was put together by the divine. There's a reason that that person is in your life. The face is painted, there is a mask, but you clearly can see the face. Your person will know it's you. They can smell it. And you'll know that's your person. Look, the gentle touch there on the shoulder, right? He's wearing a mask, but it's like the angel is above her head, kind of whispering to her, you know who that is. That's your person. And he's like, how do you know? Like, why are you touching me? But she didn't speak to him. She's like, just touched his shoulder. Like, I know who you are. Like, hey, lovey, one day you're gonna come home. Kind of like a hello. A hello, like when you walk in the room, you know someone, you really, really, really know someone. You don't have to do, sometimes you don't have to do this big display, especially in your crowded place. You can just do that smile. And so understated, but so profound that just you and them can understand it. Other people might have not even caught on. Especially if you don't know, other people don't know that you know each other, or you're not supposed to know each other, or you don't want people to know your business. That's kind of what she's doing there. That deception that someone was trying to put on, holding on to that emotion, it was seeping out of you anyways. That other person could feel it. And eventually it literally just escaped you. It just literally, you just had to let it out. You could not contain it anymore. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. It will. It will unfold naturally. You will not be able to control this. No matter how tight you hold on to that fish there in that Queen of Cups, it's going, when it's time for it to come out, it was going to just jump out of that cup. It's going to be like, bye, Cancer. Or bye, other person who's trying to hide their love from Cancer, from our Cancer friends. We're not going to take those before I even started shuffling. So, I will pull a Angels and Ancestors Oracle card for you as well, Cancer. Oh, that was fast. Night. Be brave and honest. And then we have the Stag at the bottom. Trust and thrive. Be brave and honest. Be brave and honest in expressing that love, Cancer. There's no need to hide. There's no need to hide. This is so short and sweet, Cancer. It's like the shortest and sweetest I've done so far. It's like boom, boom, boom. The message for you is like, this is happening, okay? Just be brave. Fine, you're protected. Just know, but this is happening. That's what I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you. This whole reading is like, you can't stop this train, and you'll be happy at the end, Cancer. It's all gonna lead to happiness, going back to where you love, going back to the arms of love. Okay, and I want to read it from the book because that's message from your angels and your ancestors. Okay. Do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. The energy of respect is important right now. You are being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you are in a space where there's opposition, you are being guided to follow through with integrity. Because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You are being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. Yes. It doesn't get braver than Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael protects both the heavens and the earth. You are being surrounded by that energy. This card also brings justice. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. Let go of control issues. You don't need to bring anything back through with your will. Okay? It's happening in divine order. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Oh, that's beautiful. And I did feel that, Cancer. For some of you, that jitter, that anxiety in communicate has to do with perhaps a need to apologize, that you made mistakes in the past. or you felt like you don't know how it's gonna be received, but just know it's gonna be received well. Okay, you will have a chance to express yourself, to make peace. Don't let go of control issues. It's everything is in order. They're asking you to be brave and be honest. If you need to apologize, but don't push anything through. Don't force anything. Do it with your authentic self. And for the few of you, if this is a work situation or it's a different kind of partnership, it's not a love partnership, they're telling you, don't worry so much about rewards by if you walk away, that you are being guided to follow through with integrity. Okay, stand in your integrity. No matter if you think it's gonna slow your progress, your reward will be much more abundant once you stand in your integrity. Be brave and honest and stand in your integrity, because you are being protected. You don't need to defend yourself. Just speak your truth. Okay? You don't need to argue. You don't need to get in the shouting match. Just speak your truth. Just get that opportunity to apologize if you must. Express yourself if you must. Because what's happening here, the spiritual guidance and protection is so strong. If you're feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. And you're so protected. Archangel Michael so wanted to come out for you from the beginning. You are protected. You are literally Cancer. The only thing you need to hear from this reading to summarize is that your angels are with you. You are protected. Speak your truth. Stand in your integrity, okay? And if there's someone in your life that you need to make peace with, that you need to reconnect with, don't force it. Just follow your instinct, because you're being guided along this path. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you enjoy the rest of March. Remember, love is the only answer.